When will the Strait of Hormuz open? Before answering, let's get our geopolitics knowledge straight. No pun intended. The strait is not closed. It's only closed to those countries who antagonize Iran or who support their antagonists. The situation we have is that Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz in astrology is a fixed geographic point. It would be signified by the ruler of House 4. But we're not concerned with the strait itself. We are concerned with what happens in the strait. And what happens in the strait is transport and communication and the flow of merchandise. That's given by the ruler of House 3, Saturn. Not coincidentally, Saturn is inside the cusp of House 4, describing the fact that the transport and flow of merchandise happens inside the strait. Who controls the flow of transport and merchandise? The ruler of House 9, the Sun. That's the significator of Iran. The ruler of House 3 is not only combust, but is ruled by the Sun by exaltation, describing perfectly that Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz. Saturn has just entered the exaltation of the Sun recently, as it is early in Aries. That's not changing anytime soon, and that's our answer. The Strait of Hormuz is not going to open for business with the enemies of Iran anytime soon, unless they buzz off, of course. Iran is angular, the United States is not. Another testimony for the fact that Iran calls the shots, and the strait stays as it is now for the foreseeable future. We have an applying square between the Sun and Jupiter. The querent is American, therefore Jupiter signifies the United States. The Moon also makes this connection by translation of light, and that's descriptive of the relationship between Iran and the United States in the foreseeable future. It is a square. There's more stuff in this chart, such as Mars opposing the fourth cusp and Saturn by Antician, and Neptune on the fourth cusp, both emphasizing the obscure mechanics behind the scenes about this situation. We really don't know when this is going to change, and the main testimonies tell us that it's not anytime soon. The chart shows the entire set of circumstances related to the situation. Mercury rules House 7, that is the private sector. All the oil companies, corporations, data centers, insurance companies, you name it, they are being affected by the fact that the United States decided to invade Iran. And look at the state of Mercury, in detriment in fall, ruled by Jupiter, and they are in a perfect trine, so the influence is present. To reinforce that further, Mercury is conjunct the Moon by Antician, and the Moon rules the second from the seventh, emphasizing the economic impact of this relationship. Furthermore, Iran is making a lot of money. They have a toll booth set up in Hormuz. For anyone to go through it, they have to pay $2 million per ship. And look at the ruler of the second from the ninth. That is, Iran's money is right here by Antician. They are getting a lot of benefits, for sure. Venus was in detriment not long ago in Aries. Now it is in its own sign. How are those benefits obtained? From the toll people have to pay to pass through the strait. That's the second from the fourth. This explains, at least partially, why the situation is not changing anytime soon. Why would Iran give up this new source of income? If you want to learn more about mundane horary astrology, check out my website, my books, and my webinars.